play of it.
If anyone would do it, it would be them. Because they both have some of the more interesting teams in the entire circuit.
Yeah. Well, it'll be very interesting to see what they do against each other, considering that if they were like to rely on interesting tricks sort of thing, that they both know each other's tricks.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how they play the mirror of this. All right, starting off. Marshall sends out an Aerodactyl and a Charizard.
Also bringing in the Aerodactyl Charizard. So, I guess it's who's going to flinch first here.
And let's see what we get with some speed ties. Oh, he's going for just going straight for the Dragon Claw. Oh, it's a Charizard X. Okay.
From that moveset, it is almost certainly Charizard X. Most Charizard Ys are not physical. It definitely has the Mega Stone because we have that Mega Evolution button. Rock Slide to a Charizard X probably won't do half.
Yeah.
The Aerodactyl.
However, if we can get the flinch out of it, and then but will we see him protect the first round from the opposite opponent?
I'm guessing someone's going to switch here. And right now it's just who blinks first and speed ties.
So he's going for Tailwind. So the opposing Charizard Mega Evolves into a Megazard X.
Since it's not a Charizard Y, there's no reason to save that for later.
Might as well just go right ahead with it. And the other brother ends up doing the same thing, but I think he's going for a Protect with that.
Yes, we have Dewey going for the Protect on Charizard X.
Oh, double Rock Slide hit.
Well,
there's a protect on the Mega Charizard X. But he doesn't flinch, he gives up the Tailwind.
And a Dragon Claw also into Protect. So now Dewey is in a really good spot here. He has the speed advantage, he has the type advantage. He can pretty much take out either of these guys this turn, barring Huey switching or protecting, which is fairly likely.
We see a withdrawal from the Mega Charizard X and send out an Aegislash. That'll probably take the Dragon in a Rock Slide.
Yeah, it'll take the Rock Slide well. If he Dragon Clawed, then the Aegislash is definitely going to tank it. And he did.
Yeah.
So that was a good call by Huey.
Now, what is the opposing Aerodactyl going to pull out?
It's going to Rocks.
Oh,
no, it's going to flinch. It also could have tried to set up Tailwind turn 2 to bring the speed ties back and then have one turn later on where it was ahead.
That one turn advantage, which might be able to be nice in the end game.
Yeah, so that flinch
could potentially have mattered.
It almost certainly mattered because whether it was rock sliding or tailwinding, that was a big flinch.
Because now the Aerodactyl can safely rock slide if it wants to, takes out the other one. And potentially flinches the Aegislash if the Aegislash decides to go for a move that's not something like King's Shield or Protect.
King's Shield is probably the
Aegislash
most obvious play here to block an incoming Flare Blitz. It doesn't look like he's going for that.
He's going straight for an attacking move. He dodges the Rock Slide, so he won't be getting any flinch hacks here. But Charizard just goes for a Dragon Dance.
So that was a right call on not King Shielding.
Yeah. Same time, now the Aegislash is going for a Shadow Ball, I'm assuming on the Mega Charizard. Yeah. Takes a nice chunk.
It's slightly over half, so it can
finish it off with a second Shadow Ball. But will it have time to live that with the Flare Blitz?
It's probably not.
Yeah.
With Aerodactyl down on the other side, he has no easy speed control left.
Unless what he's planning to do is Rage Powder with the Amoonguss and then tank the Flare Blitz that way. But that'd be sacrificing the Amoonguss.
That would be sacrificing the Amoonguss. Yeah, Dewey is in a very good spot here. Huey has to stall out this Tailwind, and even if it happens, he still has to worry about this +1 Charizard X.
Just going for double protection.
Yep.
This is what he's doing.
Of course, Dewey's Aerodactyl is still on the field, so he can always just set up Tailwind again as soon as it runs out.
Gets the -2 from the King Shield. And his Tailwind is now fully out. So speed ties are back into effect, but
there's no speed ties right now because
Yeah,
Aerodactyl is the fastest.
with how slow Moongus and the Aegislash are compared to the
And
other
Charizard
board.
has +1 from the Dragon Dance. So even if
It's going to be
he
faster than the other
brings
Charizard.
back in,
And be able to clean kill it with a Dragon Claw, I'm assuming.
yes.
Withdrawing the Aegislash.
Probably expecting a Flare Blitz here. And he gets it.
And he predicts correctly.
Now, a Spore from a Moongus, which is likely what's going to happen here, could bring things back into Huey's favor.
And now the Charizard has been Sky Dropped.
Yes.
And the Moongus
And
is
Spore onto Charizard.
Nice play.
Okay, so now Huey pretty much has to switch that. Well, no. One of his safest plays now is to switch out a Moongus back into Aegislash and get the kill on Charizard before it wakes up.
Yeah.
Another option is to try and Spore the Aerodactyl, which it looks like that's what he's going to do, and then knock out Charizard with Dragon Claw. And there we go.
The Dragon Claw out the Charizard.
Oh, and Giga Drain will knock out.
And Giga Drain will take out that Aerodactyl.
That crit probably did not matter in the slightest.
Yeah. So now it's Azumarill and Yenshao versus Aegislash, Amoonguss, and Charizard.
Yeah, so now Huey has recaptured momentum. Amoonguss not really worried about anything these two Pokemon can do.
Yeah.
And Aegislash also in the back has a fairly good matchup against these two.
Yeah, Aegislash should be able to wall most of what Yenshao and Azumarill can do. They're also both physical attackers, which means the King's Shield will -2 them if they predict wrong. Yenshao faking out the Amoonguss.
Yeah, knocking out Amoonguss is the only chance Dewey has right now.
And a setup belly drum from the Azumarill.
Which
Round 5. Brothers 3-1.
yes.
And
Yeah, the Azumarill at +6 now can it should outspeed that Aegislash.
it should outspeed the Aegislash, yeah. Now,
So it could one-shot this Amoonguss here, but I don't know how he's going to get around this Aegislash.
yeah.
Nobody was at the table. We just found a slip laying there. We do need to verify these slips. I don't want to give a double game loss to Simon and Robert. Simon Rivers and Robert Lee, the seniors. So I need someone to verify this slip for me.
Huey taking his time here.
Very interested to see what the response to this Azumarill will be.
Okay, Rock Slide going for the flinch hacks here, which is all he can do at this point.
Playing rough is going to take out that Amoonguss easily.
More Rocky Helmet damage, not helping out Azumarill at all. And let's see if the flinch happened. He gets it.
Flinched out the Aegislash.
So that is twice now Dewey has flinched Huey on key plays.
That would be really good for advancing this game. Now down to the Charizard and the Aegislash against Azumarill and Yenshao.
So in Blade form, an Aqua Jet can knock out that Aegislash. And remember, he's at +6 from the belly drum, so he could knock out this Charizard here too. So he's basically guessing who protects right now.
It looks like the Aegislash is going to go for King Shield.
You are seniors.
And then
I jump kick.
Jump kicking. Taking out the Charizard. That's probably going to be the game here. Or although he goes down to +2, so he's only at +4.
Yeah, or +5.
+5.
Because belly drum brings you all the way up to +6. And yeah, +5, it's pretty much needs to Aqua Jet this thing and wait for it to go back into attack form. Still anyone gets game here because Aqua Jet is his only move that won't be resisted.
Aegis can still go to the distance, depending on what it does.
And it attacks the Man Show here as it shoots.
So for a Shadow Ball.
Onto Azumarill. So now he's just going to switch between King Shielding and attacking, trying to get more attack drops onto Azumarill. Manshao pretty much can only Rock Slide at this point. And there goes the Rock Slide. No King Shield here, which means if Duy attacked, he's won this game. And he did. Yes. And so that was a clean, well, not a clean game, but a very interesting game to watch. Mirror teams, speed ties, and so many flinches.